Uh, I'm trying to think of another good one. Oh, another good one. So we had a new playground installed by the time that we were like we got there, right? So in the summer we would go outside a lot. Um, and so there's this like little thing where it's almost like these lily pad steps that go up to a second platform, and then from the lily pad steps you can actually reach. It was monkey bars that went around in a circle, right? And what people would do is they jump from the lily pads to the monkey bars, and you like swing. You felt really cool because it was a pretty big gap. You had to like get a run up for it and like jump off the lily pad. Like you felt like you did some gymnastic shit. Um, so there was this one girl, and yeah, there was one girl who did this. Now she's sitting there and she hasn't done it at all, and she's seen all her friends do it. She's like, "Oh, it looks no problem. Like, I'll do it. No issues at all." So she's getting there. She's getting the run up to like go and go to this super cool transfer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she runs. She jumps off the lily pad. She grabs onto the monkey bars, and her grip strength was not all that great. What happened was she did a half backflip, landed on her face, broke her shoulder, and that was the point where they said, "Yo, if anyone tries this shit, you're gonna get detention." I remember another thing. Now that I'm on this story, sorry, tell two more stories and you can fucking talk. I have the talking stick, bitches. So on the same playground, we had these two different slides. One was the straight, like flat slide, and then one was a slide that there was three ways of going down it. You went down the center, which had these like little bumps in the center of like the slide, right? So if there's like a bar right over, like right at the start of the like the top of the slide. There's a bar that went over, so you can like throw yourself down the freaking slide, or you can go down and like ram into the other thing, like the other portion of the slide, which hurt. So what we had is people whipping, and so it was really cool if you made it, like you whipped down and you landed on the end of the landing of the bumps. It sucked ass when you saw people try it, hit the bumps, and just, like, they made a horrible noise. It was like, these little kids going down the slide. Alright. Yeah, that's all I can remember right now. So you go ahead.
One time in like 5th grade, I was in like the reading corner. Oh yeah. All right, let's stay. This will be fun. Cause hackers do cool stuff. We're staying anyway. So like, I was in the reading corner. I don't care. I was in the reading corner. I had my.
Wait, did Kevin mute me?
Kevin, did you mute Malnowski? Malnowski, say something.
Hello.
Can you hear him?
What the heck, my dude?
Kevin?
This guy's dossing us.
Alright, I can hear him now.
Okay, anyway, so in 5th grade, I was in the reading corner. I was laying down with my head on a pillow, and I was reading. And this kid, he came, and he took the pillow out from under my head, so I hit my head on the ground. And so I spun around, and then just like launched him into the bookshelf. I got a code of conduct.
Oh, that reminds me.
It was pretty awesome. Oh boy, here we go.
We had this troublemaker in our class, and he wasn't a troublemaker on purpose. He was just kind of like an accident troublemaker, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so he once got a hold of the stapler. Opened the stapler up. No, and he opened it. Well, it was just a regular stapler. Well, it was one of those where you can like open it up if you have to staple something on a board or whatever, right? So he got a hold of it and he's dicking around with it, and all of a sudden you hear like, not really crying, but like someone who's in pain, and then like a whole bunch of girls like gasp, and like you see the dude, like, run, like, run across the room, like, throw the stapler down, and he's just, like, sitting there, like, looking really suspicious, and they had the teacher, and, yeah, like, it's like, what did you just do? And, like, the girl comes in, and what happened is he was launching staples around, right? Well, he got her in the eye. It hit her, and it got stuck in her eye.
Oh,
And so
that's
she's
awesome.
freaking out. Like, she's freaking out. He's freaking out. Like, they go with the principal. Like, they call in the paramedics. Like, it was nasty, man. Like, I've never had it to where in class I thought that I was gonna throw up, and that was probably one of the times where it was just like, this is disgusting.
There used to be a girl in our class that would always throw up. We'd just be sitting there and she'd be like, "Bleh," right on the desk. And then she's like, okay, everyone leave the classroom. We had to leave.
Oh, I want to do this. Why can't I do this?
I don't know what other dumb shit that are fucking high school was dumb.
I have
I
a
remember
ton of stories.
High school was
I know.
dumb.
there was one
I
time in
like
high
my
school,
first high school.
when there's two guys camping in those corners over there.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna check.
go over, and, like
84% easy.
we just walk past the lunchroom, and then all of a sudden we hear a fight break out. And so everyone that's walking in the hallway, everyone that's walking in the lunchroom,
Oh, that
fucking
reminds me.
it just climbs tables, and they're like fucking animals trying to watch this fight. And then everyone got there, and like the principals and stuff. He's like, get out of here, everyone go.
No,
It
I
was
think
funny.
there was a fight. Like, no, to add on to that, I remember there was these two girls that were fighting. And
Oh, I was there.
It was bad. It was bad. They're like pulling their hair, whatever.
Yeah,
And
I was sitting
remember
right there.
I just see, we had a dean, right? And he used to be like big, like a huge
He's a
football
big
player.
black guy.
Yeah, he was a big dude, and his name was Dean Tate. Like, his last name was Tate, right? And so what we would call him is Tater Titties, because, you know, the time hasn't been well with him. So this is what happened. This is what I
Hasn't been
saw.
well.
The fight broke out. The girls got or everyone got around this fight, and all of a sudden it's boom, 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 boom. You see him like running full speed, like almost like pretty much just like almost picks like the girls up by their hair. That's at least what it looked like. I don't think it actually happened, but pick them up by hair and be like you cut this out right now. Like, I've never been more afraid of somebody because of just how like the sheer size and the strength he had. It was just like, oh, I'm not messing with that dude.
I think I was sitting right there at the when it broke out, and then one of my friends, he picked up the weave and he's like, "Fight weave, $5."
We were in Wisconsin Dells and we saw like a ball of hair roll across the
Ew.
street. We were outside, and yeah, it was nasty. My girlfriend looks at me and she's like, "Hey, look, a tumbleweave."
I hate your sister now.
Your girlfriend, not my sister.
Oh.
Girlfriend, even better.
Oh yeah, I already called her some names. Anyway, I'm trying to think of some really funny stories. 'Cause I have a lot, but like I can't think of any.
I have kind of like a cute story.
Oh, that's how you met Sam.
Aw.
Well, that actually never really wasn't all that. I don't know. I liked it. It was a nice.
Oh, why is there no
Stories like
rocket
that.
launchers? All right, continue.
You want what story do you want? The cute elementary story or the story how I met Sam?
Elementary story.
Yeah, elementary story.
Okay. So, Sam's been watching this, and she's gonna be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck, Nick?" Because she knows like who this girl is. So, I went to elementary school with.
It was
I'm not gonna
Natalie.
name drop. No,
Name her.
we're not talking about her. I went to school. I went to school with this one girl who, like, she was stupid smart. She like between elementary school because I got stupid after middle school.
That's
Like
what
her and I were
happens.
pretty much like, two smartest kids in the school, right? I'm gonna brag about that a little bit. And right before, 5th grade, I think it was, she ended up breaking her arm, right? And she wasn't a girl that I necessarily had a crush on, but like this is, I guess, this event that I'm telling you, I didn't realize how nice it was until after. When we were both in so like she was completely out of like any kind of physical activity whatsoever. And so we went to one of our friend's birthday parties. It was at the end of the year, and what he had, it was kind of like a scavenger hunt at the park. Like there's a little pond and a little trail that goes around, and there was a whole bunch of stuff that was scattered around. And so you had pretty much everyone, including myself, like running around trying to find these things, while this girl really couldn't run because she has her arm in a sling. And
I'm sorry, it sounds funny.
she had her arm in a sling, and like if you got there's like a little medallion, and you felt like super cool. You're like, oh, look what I got! Like, oh, super cool. So I find my first one, and I'm like, oh, kick ass, right? And you can tell that she's a little upset that she's not able to get all this stuff. And so I find another one, and there was some couple of kids who found like 2, and they were keeping like both of them. And just for whatever reason, it clicked to me. I'm like, you know what? I should probably just give this to her because she looks like she would like it more than I did, like more than I would. And then the moment that I did that, like,
she kissed you, and you were like, oh.
Like, no, I remember, she's just so much more happy after that.
Oh. Have I ever told you guys the story of when I almost got kidnapped? I don't think I did.
Who would kidnap you? I want to hear this.
So, like, it's not like that big of a deal. Some people it is, but up where I used to live, it's not.
Oh, nice.
So, like, me and 3 friends were walking. You gotta be kidding me. And then we were on, like, the left side of the street from where this guy was driving. So he pulled up on the wrong side of the road in a white van. And, like, this black guy, like, stuck his head out. And he was like, get it. And so 2 of my friends took off, but one dropped his phone. This is, like, back in the day, slide phones, flip phones, whatever. And his battery popped out. So as he was picking up the pieces to his phone, I stayed with him so he didn't get kidnapped, and then we took off. It was fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had a lot of run-ins with white vans. Like a lot.
I didn't have any experiences with that. What was the scariest experience? I really don't have one from like middle school, but did I ever tell you about the time where we were chased by rednecks? No, I'm gonna tell you the story. So, all right, what's it called? How do I want to start this out? It was Labor Day weekend. One in September, I think. Labor Day weekend, and we went to a little place called Sabula, Iowa, which is on the Mississippi River. It's an island city, right? It's like you sneeze 3 times and you're through the island. But they have a campground all the way to the south of the island, and that's where we stayed for a little bit and hang out for the weekend. Well, one of our buddies that was staying with us had grandparents that lived about 45 minutes away, right? And so it was my buddy Matt, my buddy Brian, Matt's cousin Stone, and the friend's grandparents. His name was Chris. That's like where we were taking him. So about 8 o'clock he wanted to go head to his grandparents' house. And so we took him there, and we're in a Subaru Outback, right? It's a little fun little car that we were having, that my buddy Matt was driving.
You have arrived at your destination.
And so we're just following the GPS, right? Taking us to his house, his grandparents' house. And it's taking us through these like really odd back roads, right? And it's getting darker